Another beautiful day. Perfect weather to get a bit of training in.
There you are. I've been looking all over for you.
Hey, Annette. Not used to seeing anyone else up and about this early. What's up?
Oh, this is awful. Just the worst.
This doesn't have anything to do with me, does it?
It absolutely does. You sang my song in front of the other mercenaries.
Your song? Oh, you mean the one about the horse that had a human face?
No! I mean, yes, but that's not what it's about at all.
Really? I could have sworn the lyrics said something about the guy's body being 80% horse. I liked it so much I couldn't stop humming it to myself, and then I had to teach it to the other mercs when they overheard me.
Which explains why I heard it in all corners of the camp. It really caught me off guard. I haven't sung it for anyone else yet, only you.
Sorry, should I have kept it to myself? I thought it was a great little tune, honest.
I'm glad you liked it that much, but I hadn't even finished writing the lyrics yet. I don't mind my songs getting around once I'm happy with how they turned out. But it's super embarrassing when people hear one before I've finished writing it.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. It's no fun when people see or hear something when you're not ready to show it off. I mean, I'm the same way. I can't stand it when other people watch me practice my sword work, though I can't really avoid it if I want to get any real training in.
Exactly. But my song's out in the wild now, and there's no putting that cat back in the box. I guess I'll just have to wait till everyone forgets it.
Hey, I'm really sorry about all this. I could tell everyone to pretend like they never heard it, if you think that would help.
No, absolutely not. That'll just make them all suspicious.
In that case, why don't you just finish the song? Then you can sing the final version for everyone, and they'll forget about the old one in no time. You might not be happy with it right now, but it's clearly catchy if all those people are loving it.
You have a point there. I guess I just need to finish up the lyrics then.
That's the spirit, though I do really like the whole 80% horse part.
Hey, what are the words to that song again? Something about an eagle and a lion flying through the sky?
A flying lion? Pretty sure I know the song you're talking about, but those definitely ain't the lyrics I've heard. The one I know is about some horse with a human face running through the greenest grass you ever did see.
Now that you mention it, that does sound familiar. What a weird thing to sing about. I wonder who wrote it.
Yeah, this isn't working.
You can say that again. I finally finished rewriting the lyrics and everything, but they aren't catching on. Not at all.
I've even heard people theorizing that the horse with the human face is some kind of grand metaphor. You know, since he's a mix of human wisdom and a horse's pure strength, the song is saying that the brave warrior who possesses both will win in the end. Or that the horse is some kind of messenger sent by the goddess to punish sinners.
Why did it come to this? I didn't have any of that stuff in mind when I was writing it. I just wanted to sing about a knight rushing through an open field. And then I snuck in a tiny bit of Dusker mythology that Dedue told me about.
Not sure how you got from that to a song about a horse with a human face.
I already told you that's not what it is! It's a mythological warrior being from Dusker legend.
All right. Either way, everyone obviously prefers the original version. So, all's well that ends well, right? They say once people hear a song, it's out of the composer's hands forever. The author is dead, all that stuff.
I know you're just saying all this to make me feel better.
Well, yeah, I can't deny that. Sorry, Annette. But it's true that there's nothing you can really do now. Even if you write totally new lyrics and sing them for the whole army, there's no guarantee they'll get as big as the ones that are already out there.
You have a point, but still.
Listen, Annette, songs have a lot of power. They help people in need, give them courage when they're down on their luck. And if you ask me, I think yours could inspire our troops out on the battlefield, too.
I don't know.
Hey, what even is a human-faced horse anyway? Is it some kind of monster?
Ain't no monster I've ever heard of. Maybe it's a horrible beast that comes crawling up out of the bowels of the earth.
Don't say stuff like that. You're gonna ruin a perfectly happy song.
Aww.
Hey, Annette, what are you up so late for? Some kind of research?
Oh no, it's nothing like that. I've been working on this.
That just looks like a bunch of little black bugs jumping around on a page.
Excuse you, it's sheet music. I have no idea how you could possibly think the notes look like bugs.
Sorry. It's just, I don't think I've ever actually seen sheet music before. Does this mean you're writing a new song?
Mm-hmm. A lovely tune popped into my head today, so I wanted to jot it down before I forgot.
Mind singing it for me? I'd love to know what kind of song it is.
Nope, sorry. I'm not done writing the lyrics yet. I have a rough outline, but that's about it so far. Still, I want to write something happy. A song that'll make people feel good when they sing it.
That sounds great. I can't wait till it's finished.
Hey, do you remember the song I wrote about that night?
Night? Oh, you mean the horse with the human... yep. Yeah, the song about the night, of course.
Well, I heard someone singing it again.
Look, Annette, I know you're upset I let it slip, but what's done is done.
I didn't mean it like that. I heard a mercenary singing it to himself as he died. He was covered in blood and could hardly breathe. Yet he had this great big smile on his face as the words crossed his lips. He must have been in so much pain, but still, he just kept smiling.
Probably thinking back to all the times he'd spent drinking and singing with his friends. Soldiers always throw the wildest parties after a battle, the sort of thing where you can find knights and mercs alike locking arms and belting out tunes.
Maybe. Anyway, I've been thinking about that mercenary a lot ever since he passed. I never wanted that song out in the world, and I'm honestly still not happy about it. But it helped him face his final moments with a smile, instead of sadness or fear. And I'm forever grateful I could provide that.
It's like I told you before, Annette. Your songs can really help people. I'm sure tons more took comfort in that song, too. Including me. Whenever I'm feeling down, I just think about one of your silly songs and I'm right back in high spirits.
Silly? Are you implying my lyrics aren't serious? No, never mind. I'll choose to take it as a compliment. And hey, if my songs really help people that much, I better get to work writing lots of new ones.
There you go. So what's this next one gonna be about?
Well, right now I'm planning to make it be about a group of friends who dig into a huge feast together. They keep churning out dish after delicious dish, and everyone's faces are alight with laughter and joy.
Wow, I'm getting hungry just hearing about it.
Right? Then once all the food runs out, they go off hunting for ingredients so they can cook up some more.
Okay.
But uh-oh, they come across a ginormous bear and have to battle it to the death.
A death match with a bear? I thought this was supposed to be a happy song about a feast. Guess I shouldn't judge it before it's done. Just let me know when you're finished, okay? I want to be the first in line to hear it.
Yes, of course.
Oh, it's you. What are you doing?
Hey, Ashe. Not much, just perusing this tactics book. Have you read it before?
I sure have. It was popular in Leicester a few years back, if I remember right. I picked it up myself back at the monastery, but it was so dense it took me ages to finish.
It's a pretty tough one, I'll give you that. But there's some great stuff in here too, if you can get past the writing.
Hold on. You were born in a remote mountain village in Ordelia territory, right?
Yeah. What's your point?
I guess I'm just impressed you can handle such an obtuse book, given your upbringing. I mean, nobles and the children of rich families are taught to read by default, but most commoners never get the opportunity. Honestly, I've been wondering who taught you ever since our time at the academy. I hope I didn't offend you. I'm just curious.
Nah, it's fine. I learned from my mom. Adoptive mom, that is. Looking back on it now, it is kind of weird that someone as smart as her was off living in the middle of nowhere like that.
I'm sure she must have had a reason for being there.
Hard to say. She never liked talking about her past, so I don't know much beyond what I saw for myself.
At the very least, it's obvious she was well educated. That's clear just from looking at you. Not only can you read and write, but you know arithmetic and how to navigate with a map, too. In that sense, you're not so different from the average noble or knight raised in the lap of luxury.
You really think? Yeesh, you're gonna make a gal blush. I only have my mom to thank for raising me so well, though.
Yeah, she must have been an incredible woman. You know, I didn't know how to read myself until I met Lenato.
Huh. Now that you mention it, I never really saw the other mercs in my company with a book in their hands. Except for the captain, of course. Makes me wonder where my mom learned all that. But it's not like I can ask her now. She's gone.
Oh. Hey, what's wrong? Something on your mind?
Kinda, yeah. Remember before when we were talking about my mom? The more I think about it, the more I'm realizing she really was a strange person.
What do you mean?
Exactly that. Everything about her was kinda just a mystery. I've spent hours trying to puzzle out how she might have ended up in that remote village, but I keep coming up empty. I mean, someone that smart is rare even in the biggest cities, right? She practically knew everything. Even using magic was a breeze for her.
She may not have talked much about her past, but can you think of anything she mentioned that could give you a clue? Maybe something about the people she knew, or unique things she owned.
If she did, it's not coming to me. She's been gone so long now. So yeah, nothing really springs to mind. I don't even have any mementos to remember her by.
Then we'll just have to investigate. I'll help.
Investigate? As in my mom? Where'd that come from?
Well, both of my parents died in an epidemic when me and my siblings were still very young. I still have some hazy memories of them. Food they used to make, that kind of stuff. But that's really all I have left. And since they were commoners, there's almost no record of them. All my searches came up empty. I know how much that hurts, so it's not hard for me to sympathize with what you're going through.
Huh.
Really, it's just so I can get my own closure. We don't have to do it if you don't want to.
All right, I'm in. I'd love to learn some more about my mom. Okay then, how are we doing this thing?
The most sensible place to start would be talking to people who knew her.
I doubt anyone in the village really remembers her, though. We weren't exactly the most social family.
Still, someone must have known her. It's impossible to stay completely unnoticed in those small mountain towns. It's entirely feasible one of the villagers can tell us something. Or, what about the village chief?
If anyone's gonna remember her, it's him. But for all I know, he could be dead by now, too.
Then we'll just have to send a letter and find out. And if we never get a response because no one there can read, well, in that case, we can go ourselves.
Guess it's worth a shot. I feel kinda bad sending a messenger out that far, but we might as well see what happens.
Great. Now come on, let's get started on that letter. It's been a while since we sent that letter, but we still haven't received a response.
Yeah, we know the village chief got it, though. And we know he read it. The soldier who delivered it confirmed as much.
But he never wrote back. I wonder why.
Hard to say. Maybe he just doesn't want to get involved. Or maybe he doesn't remember us. Part of me almost wonders if my mom didn't make him promise not to tell me anything. Not that I have any proof she'd do that. It's too bad, you know? We should probably assume we're never getting a response and just leave it at that. And we don't have any other leads either, so there's not much point holding out hope. I mean, yeah, I want to know more about my mom, but it's not the end of the world if I can't. You had to give up learning about your parents too, right?
I did, but
No matter what kind of past my mom had, she'll always be my mom, and I'll always be me. I know that she put every bit of herself into raising me, and that's what matters. There's nothing more important than that in my book.
you're right. Whatever your parents did before they had you, and wherever they are now, they'll always be your parents.
Glad you understand. And hey, not knowing the truth lets me make up all sorts of stories about her in my head.
Oh, you mean like imagining she was actually a high-ranking noble, forced into obscurity?
Not a bad idea, but not totally original either. I was thinking more along the lines of a legendary knight, known throughout every inch of Fodlan. Or maybe a mysterious adventurer who came from somewhere far beyond its borders.
That would be incredible if it were true, and it would certainly explain why she was so knowledgeable. Still, I'm sorry I couldn't help you in the end.
It's all good, Ashe. Without you, I never would have spent all this time thinking about my mom and who she really was. So even though we came up empty-handed, I'd say the journey itself was entirely worth it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I should probably get going. Just remembered I've got a huge to-do list and not nearly enough time to do it. See ya!
Huh? I could have sworn I saw the commander here a moment ago.
Oh, you just missed them. I can take a message if you want, though.
In that case, please deliver this letter.
Whew, I am stuffed. Looks like you can really pack it away too, pal.
Still can't compete with you, Balthus. That sure did hit the spot, though.
Got that right. Now we can charge into tomorrow's battle fully energized. Hey, let's say we make a little bet. See who can go deeper into enemy territory.
No way. Warfare and wagers aren't a good mix. I mean, yeah, we're fighting for renown out there, but it's not a game. It's life and death.
Figured you'd say something like that. You seem like the type.
And yet, you asked me anyway. Don't try to drag me down with you, Balthus.
What's wrong with a little game of chance? It's not like it's evil or something.
Then what would you call it? Financially irresponsible? Because I don't want to end up broke either. Not like some people I know.
You're one tough nut, I'll give you that. But I'm not talking about money. You know what I'm getting at, right? When you're on the battlefield, the only thing you can bet is your life.
That's exactly what I take issue with.
Okay, I know this might sound a little far-fetched, but hear me out.
This ought to be good.
Whatever you do, you'll do it 10 times better if you're having fun, right? That's the key to success.
I mean, you're not wrong.
See, so there's nothing wrong with having a little fun on the battlefield, whether it's with bets or with something else. Living on that edge between victory and death is the key to survival.
Maybe for you, but that's not how everyone else approaches it. I've known plenty of mercs who've said the same thing, but they never made it back home. In fact, you're the only one of them who's still kicking. So I'm sorry, but I have to disagree.
You know, you and I have a lot in common. We're practically kindred spirits. But this is the one thing we don't see eye to eye on. Strange, isn't it?
From where I'm standing, the only strange thing is the way you're thinking about this.
Well, I guess the bet's off then. Let's just put this little chat behind us and give it our all tomorrow.
Sounds good. Just don't get too reckless and wind up losing your head, okay?
Today's battle wasn't half bad. Minus that close call, I guess. I tell you, when I charged ahead and saw all those archers waiting for me, a single thought flashed through my mind. Not how I'd like to go, but that's life, I guess. Phew, I was sure I was done for.
What are you talking about? It was so windy, there was no way they could have gotten a clean shot at you. You completely wiped them out. Are you telling me you didn't plan it that way?
I mean, I knew a breeze was blowing, but still.
You're right. You would have been Balthus-sized target practice if the wind died down. But you bet your life that it wouldn't, right? That's something only you could pull off. I never would have taken those odds.
It was all lady luck, pal. Pure and simple. Where's this coming from, anyway? I thought you hated all that gambling on life and death stuff.
I did, but you're living proof that it can have a place on the battlefield. You roll the dice and get the job done. Can't argue with success. I have to accept that your way actually works. All I can do is hope you win your bets every time.
Thanks for saying that, but what happened today wasn't calculated at all. Things were going great, then I got carried away and made a stupid mistake. It just so happened that the wind was blowing the right way. Otherwise, I'd be dead.
You mean it was all just a coincidence? Well then, color me surprised.
It was a complete fluke, honest. That's why I was gonna tell you I've learned my lesson. That I'm done gambling with my life.
Really? That's the best idea you've ever had.
But since you admitted my way has merit, I think I'll keep rolling the dice. I gotta do what works for me, you know? Can't let one close call make me lose my nerve.
Wait, what? Isn't that what almost got you killed today? I take it back. You are definitely gonna die. Please stop.
Nope. Too late. A warrior doesn't go back on their word after all. We might have had some misunderstandings along the way, but what's important is that you learned to accept me for who I am, right?
In that case, what about you saying you weren't gonna bet your life on this stuff anymore? A warrior doesn't go back on their word after all.
That doesn't count. I only said I was gonna tell you.
Sure, whatever you say. Your logic is flawed, but it makes a tiny bit of sense.
I know, right? You're a good sport, pal. If you still want to grumble about it, we can hash things out later when we're celebrating our victory.
Fine, I can live with that. It's a tough job, but someone's got to talk some sense into you.
Yeah, and watch your back out there, okay?
Hear you loud and clear, boss. Sure glad I got you in my corner.
Now then, just gotta... Oh. What are you hiding back there for, Bernadetta?
Who was that guy you were just talking to?
Oh, who? That? Just a merc buddy of mine, asking if I had any jobs for him.
Oh, he was a mercenary? But he looked like a bandit!
Hey, come on now. You shouldn't assume the guy's a common criminal just because he looks rough around the edges.
But, what about the way he talked? Oh, so scary!
You'd sound like that too if you'd been a merc your whole life. Most of these guys didn't have a mom teaching them how to sound nice and proper like I did.
I see. I guess I don't really know you that well, but are all your friends like that? Is that too nosy? That's really nosy, huh?
Oh yeah, whole gang's all pretty much the same. Guess that means you're not going into the merc business anytime soon, huh?
Obviously not! No way, not happening! Even if I wasn't as shy as I am, I'd never be able to handle all those scary people at once!
That sounds like your anxiety talking. You'd see there's nothing to be afraid of if you just gave them a fair shot. And, hey, isn't basing your opinion of strangers on their appearance just gonna make you feel worse?
Well, what else am I supposed to base my opinion on?
Just spend some time with them. If you ask me, the best place to judge someone's character is either on the battlefield or over the dinner table.
I already told you I can't! Not me! Nope! Please, I need you to understand!
I get it, Bernadetta. I do. But let me ask you this. Is his appearance the only thing that's making you distrust him? There are plenty of guys out there who look just like that but have a heart of solid gold. Nicest folks you'll ever meet. By the same token, there's some real horrible people who cover it up with niceties and honeyed words. The kind of people who prey on others. My point is, judging a book by its cover will only get you in trouble. Trust me, you can't always tell who's good and who's bad from looks alone.
Why are you trying to scare me? Nobody's tricking the iron heart of Bernie. Not today, not ever. Well, probably. Maybe. I'll be fine, I swear. It's horrible!
Bernadetta! What's wrong? Is there a rat in the base?
Wait, a rat? Nobody told me about a rat! Oh no, oh no, oh no! It's gonna nibble on all my snacks!
Hey, calm down. I didn't mean a real rat. I was talking about an enemy spy or something.
Oh, right. Anyway, it's something kinda like that, but different and still really, really bad.
Kind of like a spy, but different? Slow down and tell me what you saw.
Well, you see, there was this lady in the camp earlier who didn't look scary at all and even seemed kinda nice.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Shyness and fear of strangers got you down, huh? Let's see if I have something that can help.
Thanks.
I think I've got just the herb. It's gonna put you out a good few gold coins, but this baby will do wonders for relieving stress. And then... I've got something a little more, shall we say, tasteful. Real under-the-table kind of stuff. It's a pot that makes people like you. I would probably recommend against it, but the thing's on sale if you really want it. You okay there?
I just remembered something. Oh, how could you forget, Bernie? There are lots of scary people out there who pretend to look nice just so they can prey on you. And you must be one of them!
Well, that was weird. I'm not that scary, am I?
And that's how it all happened. I would have been dragged off and murdered if it wasn't for you.
But wasn't that just Anna? She's here all the time selling her wares. I mean, not all of it's the most reputable stuff, but I don't think she's trying to cheat anyone. And she's definitely not a murderer. This is all my fault. I should go apologize to her later.
Huh? She's not evil?
Not that I know of. I'm also pretty sure it's not the first time you've met her.
I don't know. I'm bad with faces.
You're pretty judgmental, you know that?
Huh?
What do we do? What do we do? How about this? There's this merc I've got in my crew. A real terrifying-looking hunk of muscle. Sweetest little teddy bear on the inside, though. If anyone's gonna help you overcome this, it's him.
Okay, I accept this challenge. You've got this, Bernie. Oh, hi.
Bernadetta, listen. I'm sorry about what happened back there.
No, it wasn't your fault. I'm the one who should be apologizing.
I didn't realize things could even go that bad. I'm glad we managed to get you in front of the meanest-looking guy in my company. But that didn't last long before the nerves got to you. Quickest I've ever seen someone run, let me tell you.
And then I accidentally stepped on that horse's tail, so it started going wild and totally trashed the place. It'll probably take weeks for them to clean that up. Oh, you really did it this time, Bernie.
Hey, we all make mistakes. Water under the bridge, you know?
Yeah, thanks.
That aside, though, you still want to do something about your shyness, right? I can see why this is a bigger problem than your whole staying indoors thing. Your anxieties can be quite the hurdle to overcome.
You're right. But hey, I haven't been keeping to myself at all lately. Bernie's out in the open.
Either way, now we know how things turn out when we try to force the issue. Looks like we're better off taking an incremental approach.
How's that work?
Well, we can start by having you hide nearby while I talk to someone you're afraid of. Then, I don't know, if the conversation gets interesting, maybe you can come out and join in?
I'm not going to care whether it's interesting or not. It doesn't matter if they're serious or boring or the most fascinating person in the world. All I care about is that they don't scare me.
Yeah, I guess that's gonna be tough to manage on its own, huh?
Well, maybe the incremental approach won't actually be as hard as we think.
Really? How do you figure?
I mean, I did used to think you were pretty terrifying. But with all this stuff we've been doing together, I've actually gotten used to you. And now I'm not really shy around you, am I?
I'm glad to hear you say it. I'd honestly be kinda sad if you were still afraid of me after all we've been through. Sounds like getting you used to people is the way to go after all. Maybe you just have to spend a lot of time with someone before you get really comfortable.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Anyway, here's hoping you and I can keep getting closer, Bernadetta.
Right.
You ready for this?
Come at me. No hesitation. Huh. You actually managed to dodge that.
Not sure dodge is the word I'd use. I just let my power loose without even thinking. Guess I'm still no match for you.
Give yourself a little credit. It took everything I had to keep up. If you could avoid an attack like that, then you're easily on par with me.
But you barely even used your power. You know, the one that throws off your enemy's perception or whatever? I wouldn't have stood a chance if you hit me with that.
So you've noticed it.
How could I not? We fought about 1,000,000 times by now. Your power's not exactly visible, so it's definitely tougher to catch on to than mine. But I've experienced your kind of beatdown firsthand, so I'm painfully aware of the damage you can inflict.
Sorry about that. I couldn't afford to pull any punches back then.
It's fine. Water under the bridge. So, have you had your power for long? Where'd you learn it? I was kinda wondering if I could pick it up myself.
I only became aware of it when I was fighting hard against you. But I don't think it's something a person can learn. Even I barely understand how it works.
Right, gotcha. Sounds like we're in the same boat then.
Yes, just two strange people with even stranger powers. And I'm not only talking about your sword.
Hmm?
Do you ever feel like there's some sort of mysterious presence within you?
Oh,
It's just that sometimes it's hard to tell what you're thinking. Like you get distracted by something from time to time. Almost like you're talking to someone else, inside your head.
nah, what? I don't even get what you mean.
Well, that's all right. Forget I said anything.
If you say so. I want to apologize again. I'm really sorry. Can't believe I tried to kill you.
It's all right. I know that wasn't really you.
Still, the one who did it was a part of me. Literally. You asked me about this before, about some mysterious presence within me.
That's right.
Well, sorry I couldn't give you a straight answer back then. Arval told me not to tell anyone. That's the name of the presence that was inside my head, by the way. The one that took control of my body and tried to kill you. Or maybe it was someone else entirely. The one that called himself Epimenides.
Arval and Epimenides, I wonder what manner of beings they are.
That beats me. And it's not like I can just go and ask them now. Honestly, I kinda wish I'd talked to Arval more, now that I can't.
That's how these things work, sadly. When you're ready to talk, the person you want to talk to is no longer there.
But there's still so much I don't know. Remember how I got trapped inside that void with Dimitri and the others after our fight? That's when Arval used the name Epimenides, and then tried to kill us.
Are Arval and Epimenides the same being?
I'd like to think they're different, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Epimenides is just Arval's true identity. I don't know if they were just using me, or if they had some other goal in mind. All I've got are a bunch of mysteries that I'll probably never solve.
I did notice one thing.
What's that?
It was when we were fighting and you were being manipulated. It seemed like Arval was trying to keep your body from getting hurt. They could have fought more recklessly. I don't see why it would have made a difference to them, but they were making sure you weren't harmed.
Seriously? Arval was protecting me?
It's just a feeling I got. But yes, I think that could have been the case.
I guess Arval's the only one who knows the truth. Or as the Saros folks say, only the goddess knows. Right? But, hey, thanks for telling me that. Really, it does make me feel better. I've got no choice now but to keep moving forward, live out the destiny the two of us once shared. Funny, I came here to apologize, but you ended up cheering me up instead. Catch you later, okay?
Only the goddess knows, Well, the goddess may have been the one telling you that.
You ready for this?
Come at me. No hesitation. You actually managed to dodge that.
Not sure dodge is the word I'd use. I just let my power loose without even thinking. Guess I'm still no match for you.
Give yourself a little credit. It took everything I had to keep up. If you could avoid an attack like that, then you're easily on par with me.
But you barely even used your power. You know, the one that throws off your enemy's perception or whatever. I wouldn't have stood a chance if you hit me with that.
So you've noticed it.
How could I not? We fought about 1,000,000 times by now. Your power's not exactly visible, so it's definitely tougher to catch on to than mine. But I've experienced your kind of beatdown firsthand, so I'm painfully aware of the damage you can inflict.
Sorry about that. I couldn't afford to pull any punches back then.
It's fine. Water under the bridge. So, have you had your power for long? Where'd you learn it? I was kind of wondering if I could pick it up myself.
I only became aware of it when I was fighting hard against you. But I don't think it's something a person can learn. Even I barely understand how it works.
Right. Gotcha. Sounds like we're in the same boat then.
Yes, just two strange people with even stranger powers. And I'm not only talking about your sword. Do you ever feel like there's some sort of mysterious presence within you?
Oh,
It's just that sometimes it's hard to tell what you're thinking. Like you get distracted by something from time to time. Almost like you're talking to someone else inside your head.
are you asking because that's what happens to you?
No, it was just something I noticed. I simply thought I'd ask.
If you say so. I want to apologize again. I'm really sorry. I can't believe I tried to kill you.
It's all right. I know that wasn't really you.
Still, the one who did it was a part of me. Literally. You asked me about this before, about some mysterious presence within me.
That's right.
Well, sorry I couldn't give you a straight answer back then. Arval told me not to tell anyone. That's the name of the presence that was inside my head, by the way. The one that took control of my body and tried to kill you. Or maybe it was someone else entirely. The one that called himself Epimenides.
Arval and Epimenides, I wonder what manner of beings they are.
Beats me. And it's not like I can just go and ask them now. Honestly, I kinda wish I'd talked to Arval more now that I can't.
That's how these things work, sadly. When you're ready to talk, the person you want to talk to is no longer there.
But there's still so much I don't know. Remember how I got trapped inside that void with Edelgard and the others after our fight? That's when Arval used the name Epimenides, and then tried to kill us.
Are Arval and Epimenides the same being?
I'd like to think they're different, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Epimenides is just Arval's true identity. I don't know if they were just using me, or if they had some other goal in mind. All I've got are a bunch of mysteries that I'll probably never solve.
I did notice one thing.
What's that?
It was when we were fighting and you were being manipulated. It seemed like Arval was trying to keep your body from getting hurt. They could have fought more recklessly. I don't see why it would have made a difference to them, but they were making sure you weren't harmed.
Come on, that's not protecting me. That's protecting the body they went through all that trouble to get.
Maybe. Maybe not.
I guess Arval's the only one who knows the truth. Or as the Saros folks say, only the goddess knows, right? But hey, thanks for telling me that. Really. It does make me feel better. I've got no choice now but to keep moving forward, live out the destiny the two of us once shared. Funny, I came here to apologize, but you ended up cheering me up instead. I'll catch you later, okay?
Only the goddess knows, Well, the goddess may have been the one telling you that.
Wow, that was amazing! No wonder Edelgard trusts you so much.
Oh, hey, Caspar. You weren't so bad out there yourself. Not that I'm surprised. You must make House Burgleys proud.
Don't I wish? I'm still pretty steamed about how the last battle went. I can't even outshine you right now, let alone my father. It really burns me up.
You think? I don't know much about your dad, but I'd say you're on par with me at least. Maybe even better.
Sheesh, sore winner much? Just you wait, though. I'm only getting started. Old Caspar here's gonna upstage you once and for all, and I'm gonna do it for me.
Okay, but think about it. I'm a mercenary and you're a noble. I'll have way more chances than you to excel in battle, which also means way more chances to die. Meanwhile, your dad's the Minister of Military Affairs. You falling in combat definitely wouldn't be a good look.
You've got that all wrong. Since I'm his second son, I'm completely expendable as far as he's concerned. Ever since I was born, me and my brother were treated completely different. I don't have a shot at being the heir. Which means the only way I'm getting ahead in life is by proving myself in battle. I mean, I guess I could always go into politics or education or something. The point is, whatever I want to do, I've got to climb up from the bottom to do it. And the climb I picked means building a name for myself on the battlefield, no matter the risks.
It's almost like you're a mercenary. I never thought a noble could have that kind of motivation. You're a lot more inspiring than you give yourself credit for, Caspar.
It's nothing. I mean, I've still got the Burgley's name to lean on and all, so I'm better off than just any old merc.
Right. I guess I'm starting to get why you're so competitive with me now. But you should know, I'm not the kind of girl to back down from a challenge. I've been honing my craft as a mercenary for as long as I can remember, even since I was a kid. So you can train till your muscles give out if you want. Some noble brat's not gonna beat me.
Oh yeah? Fine. I know I'm not gonna catch up to you overnight. But it'll happen someday. Just you wait. Wow, that was amazing. You really know your way around a sword.
Oh, hey, Caspar. You were looking pretty good yourself. Wait, haven't we had this conversation before?
I don't know. Must be because you're always sweeping the floor out there. Looks like I've still got my work cut out if I ever want to catch up to you.
Hey, come on. I'd never be able to do what I do if I didn't see how hard you were pushing.
Yeah, again with the sore winner stuff. Talk down to me all you want, I'm still gonna beat you. Anyway, let's get back to training. I'm gonna really knock your socks off this time.
Bring it on! Actually, hold on a sec.
Come on, what's the big idea? You trying to throw me off my game?
That's not it. I was just thinking, we've been training together a lot lately. But if we're doing all the same drills at all the same intensity, then aren't we just gonna get stronger at the same rate? Nobody's closing any gaps, that's for sure.
Oh, you do have a point. Yeah, definitely have a point. But you know what? I don't care.
You don't?
Nope. I mean, I don't want to run off and do some cool secret training without you. Sounds boring if you ask me. Or sorta cheating? I want to face you head on. Same drills or not, I'm gonna blow past you no problem. Well, you fired up now?
Fired up? Friend, I'm the flames. And trust me, you're about to get burned.
Only one way to find out, and I'm putting my bet down on old Caspar.
It's incredible just how focused you are, Caspar. I'm honestly kinda impressed. There aren't many people like you joining up with mercenary groups, I'll tell you that much.
Oh yeah? I'd have no idea myself. But hey, let's both give this our best shot. The tougher we get, the quicker we can end this war once and for all.
And at the end of the day, that's the goal here. Let's never lose sight of that. Perfect timing, Caspar. I was just looking for you.
You were? Oh, I get it. You want to go a few rounds, huh? Fine, I'll take you down without even breaking a sweat.
Well, no, I mean, okay, yes, at some point, but that's not what I'm here for. Your dad's around, right? I was sorta hoping I could get a session in with him. You know, a little lesson from the Minister of Military Affairs himself.
Yeah, you might not want to do that.
Why not? You're training with him, aren't you?
Well, sure, but I've been doing that since I could barely even talk. And it still knocks my backside into next month. A regular person like you wouldn't stand a chance.
What about this looks regular to you? Come on, I'm serious.
Don't say I didn't warn you. You want my advice? Don't eat anything beforehand if you don't want to be cleaning it off your armor later. Oh, and cancel all your plans for after, because I can guarantee you are not going to make them. Just keep that in mind, okay?
Come on, is it really that bad? I appreciate the advice, but I think I'll be fine.
Hey, better to be ready than get blindsided by the pain. Trust me, I've lived it. Training with my father? It's a marathon of blood, sweat, and tears that'll leave you feeling like you're face to face with the goddess herself.
Ugh.
Hey, you still alive?
I can't feel my legs.
Don't worry, you'll be fine. You're just out of energy is all. You know, my father praised you. Nobody's ever kept up with him as long as you did. Apparently, he's gonna come up with even tougher training now. Though I really wish he wouldn't.
I think I underestimated you, Caspar. I don't know how you can handle training like that every day.
Getting used to it was kind of my only choice growing up. I mean, I'm not as clever as you, so I had to make up for it by being tough as nails. That's why I'm always so gung-ho about getting stronger. Though, I don't know if that's really the most efficient way to go about it.
No, that training... efficiency has nothing to do with it. I think I get where that unwavering focus of yours comes from now.
Yeah? Well, in any case, I'm glad you're still alive and kicking. Our enemies aren't gonna know what hit them next time we get out on the battlefield. You know, it's a nice change of pace seeing you like this.
Please don't laugh at my pain. What a pain.
Everything all right, Catherine? Thought I saw Count Karen a second ago.
Yes, I just had to talk to my father about something. He wanted to request some of the church's soldiers as reinforcements, but I don't have the authority to make that decision. For the life of me, I can't understand why he'd come to me for something that only Lady Rhea or Dimitri could help him with.
Whoa, wait. Count Karen is your dad?
Yes. Huh. I could have sworn you knew. Well, I guess you do now. I am, in fact, the daughter of Count Karen of Fargus.
I had no idea. Though, now that you mention it, you do bear their crest.
Things are complicated with my family, to say the least. But basically, I'm keeping my distance from House Karen for the time being. Right now, I am Catherine, Knight of Saros. No connection to any house or the kingdom.
I see. So you intend to keep serving the church going forward? But what do you think you would do if the church and kingdom broke their alliance?
A foolish question. Obviously, I would side with Lady Rhea. It's not a matter of kingdom or church. My allegiance and my sword lies with Lady Rhea and her alone. Though, of course, I would prefer not to fight my friends and family from back home. So it would be ideal for me if the kingdom and church could play nice forever.
The Archbishop's personal sword, huh? You've got one heavy blade.
What about you? What are you fighting for here? Or is it one of those, I just tripped and fell into it kind of stories?
I'm doing this for my friends and comrades. I want to make things better for everyone in the kingdom.
Huh. That wasn't what I was expecting. You're pretty loyal for someone who came up as a mercenary.
Aside from that, you might be right. Maybe my coming to Fargus was pure chance. A civil war broke out in the capital right after I joined the Officers' Academy. By the time things died down, Rhea decided to close the school. That's when Dimitri put me in my current role.
Sounds like you've had a rough go of things too. But you're commanding kingdom troops now, right? That's a pretty good step up. I say that as long as you're living life in a way that would make your past self proud, that's enough.
Make my past self proud, huh?
Easier said than done, I know. But it can't hurt to try, right? Just keep challenging yourself. You'll get there eventually. Oh, hey. On your way back from training? It's admirable of you to keep at it so late.
Yeah, well, I like to get in a little bit of practice whenever I can. Can't afford to fall behind with everyone else getting so strong on the battlefield.
It's a little late for me today, but I could join you tomorrow. If that's okay, of course.
Really? That'd be great.
A desire to get stronger is not a bad thing in my book. While we're on the subject, can I ask you something? Why do you want to get stronger? No, wait. Let me start with a different question. What made you originally decide to become a mercenary?
It's not really much of a story. This is kinda just where I ended up. After my mom died, I left the village we'd been living in, but I had no idea what I was gonna do. I eventually ran out of money and fell in with a mercenary group. Then I worked my way up from doing their laundry to fighting.
You don't say. Well, I guess your story is a pretty common one, actually. How'd mercenary life treat you?
Awful at first, but once I met some folks that I got along with, it wasn't so bad. Anyway, the plan was to keep fighting alongside my friends, make a name for myself as a merc, and eventually run out of luck and die. But somehow, I've suddenly found myself in charge of the king's private army, leading soldiers in a battle. Not really what I expected, I'll tell you that much.
That's how life is. You never know what tomorrow will bring. When I was a kid, I never imagined I'd be wielding some holy relic as a Knight of Seros. I thought my destiny was to follow in my father's footsteps and become the next Count Karen.
It seems like you've been through a lot. I heard you were a fugitive at one point.
Yes, well, something happened. My best friend lost his way, and I couldn't set him right. Eventually, it cost him his life, and I let it happen. I couldn't stay in my hometown after something like that. But despite all that pain and sadness, I have no regrets about the choices I've made in my life.
Not many can say that. So, you've succeeded in making your past self proud, huh?
That's right. My past has made me who I am today. I'm going to keep moving forward, no matter what hardships lie ahead.
You're a strong person, Catherine. I think I could learn a lot from you. Hearing your story and what you said about making yourself proud gives me so much to think about. No matter how hard we try, there will always be times when we have to make tough choices, right? My past self fought hard to get me here. Am I gonna make the choice that past me would have approved of?
The tough part isn't making the right choice, though. It's what you do after. You must try your best to make whatever decision you land on into the right one in the end.
You make it sound so easy, but the more I think about it, the harder it seems.
Then don't think about it. Just keep trying your best day after day. Put one foot in front of the other, and eventually, you'll look back and realize how far you've come.
That's all I've got to do, huh?
That's all. You could even start right now. If anything I said struck a chord, that is. I, for one, look forward to seeing you carve your own path, wherever it may lead.
Hey, Claude. Looks like you had another one of those meetings. You finally finished?
For today, yeah. But we're picking up right where we left off tomorrow.
Ugh, that's a lot of talking. What could possibly call for that much discussion?
Well, first, we need to settle on a direction for the Alliance. And then come all the pesky little details. All responsibilities need to be doled out fairly, but each territory has different resources and different circumstances, you know? So it's tricky to figure out what's really fair. There's no one answer that works across the board.
But you're their leader. Can't you just make a bunch of decisions and get it over with?
No can do, I'm afraid. I may be the leader, but I'm still just one of the 5 great lords. Sure, I may be the idea man, but I don't have the authority to enforce anything on my own. On top of all that, most nobles are experts at focusing on what's good for their own territory instead of what would benefit the Alliance as a whole. When priorities clash, the debates just go around and around in endless circles. Makes me wonder if we'll ever reach a consensus on anything.
Hold on. Do you really think you'll win the war like this? You'll always be on the defensive if you can't act decisively.
I hear you, believe me. The process works much better in times of peace, but since we're at war, it's frustrating to say the least. What's worse is that it's near impossible to get a read on the situation. I don't have the foggiest idea how we're going to overcome this. Say, mind if I pick your brain? What would you do in my shoes?
What, me? Well, I guess I'd... just hit him with the old ba-bam, you know? That's the way.
Ba-bam, right. Think you could elaborate on that a little?
What I'm saying is, why not just get rid of all the talking?
You mean get rid of the Alliance's council altogether?
Exactly. If you give yourself more authority, then it won't take as long to make decisions. It doesn't even have to be permanent. You could go back to the old way once things are peaceful again. But I guess that wouldn't go over too well with the other nobles, huh?
Actually, I think you're onto something. Can't say it hasn't crossed my mind before. If folks at the Round Table just keep looking out for their own territory's interests, we'll be in a world of hurt if the Alliance is ever invaded. I just wish they could see that.
Whoa, are you seriously considering it, Claude?
Of course. Unfortunately, the possibility of it actually happening right now is basically zero. But you've given me a lot to chew on. Let's do this again sometime.
Just say the word.
Hey there, got time for a little chat?
I do, but don't you kind of have a lot going on right now? Oh, I should probably be using your title now, shouldn't I? Since you're a king and all, Your Majesty.
Call me whatever you want. I'm still the same Claude.
I was shocked when I heard you were going to be the king of Leicester. I never imagined you'd be able to unify the Alliance and make it all official.
Hey, it was your idea. Don't tell me you forgot.
Oh, right, the thing. The thing I definitely remember. That thing.
Are you sure? You're not filling me with confidence in your memory here. You said that the Alliance should get rid of the Round Table system so we could act more decisively.
Oh, yeah, I did say that. But I didn't expect you to remake the whole Alliance as a federation, whatever that is.
Alliance, Federation, they're the same thing with different names. I just established something new to get rid of the old system.
Huh. I guess it makes sense when you put it that way.
You're a strange one, you know that? I find myself actually wanting to open up to you. It's probably because you don't seem to have any strings attached. Makes it easy to talk to you.
Yeah, I'm just a wandering mercenary. All my life, I've never had many relationships to speak of.
Right. You were taken in pretty young, weren't you?
Yeah, I don't remember any of it, but that's what my mom told me.
The lady who raised you. What kind of person was she?
How do I put it? It was like she could do anything. She taught me all sorts of stuff. We lived in a small village deep in the mountains. It was a humble life, and I didn't interact much with the other villagers. And one day, my mom suddenly got sick and passed away, and I was booted out of the village. I had to use everything she taught me just to stay alive after that.
So, you were left to face the world all alone after they kicked you out, huh?
The whole time, yeah. I became a mercenary, but the groups I joined didn't last for long, so I ended up drifting from one place to the next. And that's how I ended up like this, completely untethered.
I see. You know, I think I understand you a little better now.
Though I suppose I can't say for certain that I don't have any connections.
You mean your power?
Yeah, I still have no idea what it actually is or who my real parents are.
Just remember that no matter what you find out, it won't change who you are. Just like how becoming a king hasn't changed who I am. Hey there, how's my favorite mercenary?
The enemy's practically on our doorstep, but you're still taking the time to check on me?
Why not? I'll never be too busy to check on you.
Very funny. So what, you're just being nice?
Not exactly. You didn't get a chance to learn anything even after you met Solon, did you? Yeah, we never got closure after our fight against those who slither in the dark. But now we have to turn our attention to the Central Church. I figured even you might have trouble moving on from that one.
I'll be honest, I can't stop thinking about it. Who am I, really? It's like the answer is dangling right in front of me, but I just can't reach it.
I'm sorry. I wish I could do more to help you with that.
Don't apologize. It's clear what the priority is right now, even to me. We need to put an end to the church as soon as possible so we can end this war.
You're right. The longer Foden remains in turmoil, the more likely it is they'll try something again. We need this war to be over so we're not left vulnerable.
And that means more work for you. I'm fine, see? Now go be important.
All right. But one more thing before I go. This war is going to end, but our fight with those who slither in the dark won't be over when it does. As long as they keep plotting, we'll keep going after them. I'll need your help with that from here on out. Got it?
Of course. You can count on me.
And if it so happens that we do eventually find out who you really are, just know that you'll still be the same person to me. You'll always be you. Remember that.
Thanks, Claude. Same goes for you. Whether you're the leader of the Leicester Alliance, the King, or even the Almiran,
Oh, keep it down. We're not talking about that part yet.
Needless to say, that is the only logical course of action. Excuse me, are you even listening?
Sorry, I got distracted and missed the last part. Something about your plan to restore House Nouvelle?
That was where the conversation started. Clearly you have not listened to a single word I've said. Creating new magic, charting unknown sorcery waters. Therein lies the means to make my dream a reality. To that end, I have decided that you will make a most fitting test subject for my research.
No thanks.
What reason could you possibly have to refuse? Do you not want the honor of helping House Nouvelle regain its former glory?
I don't mind lending a hand, but I'm not so keen on being a test subject. You don't even know what'll happen. Wouldn't it make sense to experiment on yourself first?
Huh. A rather astute deduction for one such as yourself. However, there is one critical flaw in your reasoning. Were I to do as you propose, I would be unable to properly observe the results with my own eyes.
Well then, you'll just have to be patient until someone volunteers. We'd have a big problem on our hands if something happened to me before the next battle, right? Actually, that probably goes for everyone.
I suppose you are correct. But then, my research has reached an impasse.
I guess so. Okay, how about this? Since we're at war, why not try and distinguish yourself in battle? You could still conduct your research at the same time. Combat's more my wheelhouse anyway. In fact, we could even start right now with some training. What do you say?
I respectfully decline. While I am not entirely opposed to the idea of military prestige, I am unable to accompany you at this time. Training at night will surely suffice.
At night? But you won't have enough time if you don't train during the day. You're not planning on pulling all-nighters, are you?
Oh, please! I am not that foolish. I simply do not wish to train at this very moment.
If you work out at night, that means you're going to bed right after. That's going to reduce the quality of your sleep. You'll wake up sluggish the next morning, which will drag you down all day. It'll turn into a vicious cycle. See what I mean?
My, I never expected you to put forth such an eloquent counter-argument. Be that as it may, I have my reasons. Reasons that I, unfortunately, cannot ignore. Nevertheless, I shall succeed in all my endeavors, be they magical or military, and I shall do it all in my own way.
Constance, is that you? I don't think I've ever seen you train during the day.
Good day to you, though I fear my presence is as a storm cloud in an otherwise clear sky. My sincerest apologies for subjecting you to this wretched sight. I shall vacate the premises at once to spare you any further distress.
No, wait, don't go. Since you're here, why don't we train together? You're here because you're trying to achieve your dream, right?
though it pains me to deny such kind words, of which I am truly unworthy. I am afraid my dream will likely never come to pass. This pathetic excuse for athleticism you see before you is nothing but a futile attempt to strengthen my frail body and stave off death. How could I possibly ask an exemplary warrior such as yourself to squander your time with one such as I?
Training so you don't die is as good a reason as any. I'd say that's why I'm doing it too. See? Our goals are the same, so there's no reason not to work together.
Well, since you have given it much more consideration than I deserve.
Phew, what a workout. I'm beat.
To think my other side would be able to keep up with such rigorous training.
You okay, Constance?
Never better. In fact, I am just getting started. Are you leaving so soon?
You're still raring to go? You're weirdly energetic all of a sudden.
I surprise even myself sometimes. Making my dreams a reality takes effort, you know. I cannot allow something so trifling as exhaustion to stand in my way. Who knows how long things would take if I did? Therefore, I shall spare no opportunity to train today. And tomorrow, all of Fodlan will behold my military prowess.
That's all well and good, but then why didn't you want to train before?
I told you there were extenuating circumstances. Had I known you would respond in such a manner, I would have asked for your assistance much earlier. Oh, I just had a brilliant idea!
I've got a bad feeling about this.
We can train together and conduct magical experiments at the same time! You see, I've invented this particular spell that imbues the palms with a suction power that makes dropping one's weapon a hindrance of the past.
I'm gonna go ahead and respectfully decline, on behalf of everyone.
You refuse? Why, that is rather disappointing. Very well then, let us proceed with the training.
One side has an overabundance of confidence, while the other clearly has some deep-seated issues. Maybe the two balance each other out.
What are you blathering on about? Let us be on with it!
Hey, Dedue, what are you doing here? You need something?
No, but I must ask, what are you doing here?
Just, making sure all the equipment's in good shape. With how rough yesterday's battle was, I figured it couldn't hurt to round up all the weapons that got broken and try my hand at fixing them.
I see.
Sorry, should I not have taken them out at night or something? You're giving me this look like you don't trust me.
You have His Majesty's trust. I will not lay a hand on you. But I would like to better understand who you are.
Come on, we've spent 2 whole years together, and you're still giving me the side eye?
Time does not make a potential traitor any less a traitor.
I guess you have a point there, and I'm sure you've seen plenty of betrayal at the Capitol. Besides, I don't exactly want to go losing my employer either, so feel free to keep as many eyes out as you think necessary. Dimitri clearly needs all the help he can get, I mean, he made me a commanding officer without so much as a second thought to my past or my intentions.
Yet that conviction makes people follow him. And I agree with his decision. Having you close by is convenient.
What, so you can keep a better eye on me? It doesn't really matter. As long as he's paying me, I'll do whatever I've got to do to win for him. Oh, and if I do anything suspicious, you're more than welcome to cut me down right then and there.
A very mercenary response.
Well, yeah, that's what I am. I might have risen the ranks, and I might have my own unit now, but I'm still a merc at heart. As long as I get the results, everything else, like trust and respect, will follow. At least, that's what my old Captain Burling taught me. So I guess I don't have much choice but to just keep at it till I earn your trust.
I see. Now, these weapon repairs will take time. Allow me to aid you.
You sure you don't mean keep an eye on me? Glad to have your help, though, Dedue. Hey, Dedue. It looked like you were having some trouble out there during training today. All good?
It is not uncommon. Many soldiers do not think highly of me.
Why's that?
As you know, I am from Duscur. Relations with my home have improved now that His Majesty has taken the throne, but many still hold misgivings about fighting beside someone like me.
I don't really care myself, but I can get why it might bother some people. Especially if they had family or friends who died in Duscur. That's not something you can just move on from.
And now I am among the Royal Guard, an honor often reserved for the children of nobles. As I am neither noble nor knight, many are displeased at my position.
Yeah, that kind of stuff always makes people jealous. I've got tons of rumors flying around about me, too. Not that I blame them. I was just a regular merc, plucked off the street and into the officers' academy just because I happened to bump into Dimitri. All of it was a lucky break, if you ask me. Kinda natural it would get under people's skin.
True. We are both here due to happenstance involving His Majesty. It is in the nobility's instinct to resent us for claiming their rightful roles. Missing out due to sheer luck is cruel indeed.
I'm sure Dimitri's got his hands full balancing it all, too. One wrong move, and we could be faced with a full-on rebellion. But you know, I think there's an easy way to solve this. We just have to prove we're both capable leaders, that we deserve people's support. It's like I said before, as long as we get results, trust and respect will follow. Even the biggest skeptics will have to throw their weight behind us if we can show we have what it takes.
Something you learned as a mercenary.
Yep. There was this thief we had in our company, real shady guy. Nobody trusted him. But he did his work just as well as anyone else, and before long, everyone had pretty much warmed up to him. After a year or so, even I was joking around with him like he was an old friend.
He won your trust.
Mm-hmm. Of course, we didn't know for sure he wouldn't just run off with all our stuff one night. But that's why people like you are so valuable. You know, people who keep an eye out for anything suspicious.
I see.
Sorry, I didn't mean to talk your ear off.
No, I appreciate it. I will try to follow your advice.
Dedue, sir. We'd like to hear your opinion on the matter we discussed earlier.
Regarding Count Karen, as I discussed with Gustav,
Looks like things are finally changing, Dedue. They've really started warming up to you, huh?
they have. That soldier I was speaking to lost his mother in Dusker. She was a knight of the kingdom. Naturally, his feelings toward me were complicated. We argued many times.
You arguing? Can't imagine what that looks like.
I thought it better than just letting him hurl abuse at me. Such a reaction was surprising for me as well. But now we have fought together, worried together, faced death together. I have shown him what I'm capable of, and he has come to trust me in turn.
Nice. Sounds like you really earned his respect then. Congrats, Dedue.
Strange. Why are you so happy for me?
Because we're friends, and friends are happy for each other when good stuff happens to them.
Are they?
Anyway, now you've just got to keep it going and get even more people to trust you. Same goes for me. And Dimitri while we're at it.
You're right.
In the meantime, I'm gonna keep winning battles until I prove myself to you once and for all. So make sure you keep an eye on me out there, Dedue, because I'm gonna be the most valuable fighter we've got. What? What's so funny?
Nothing. I look forward to your performance. But you already have my trust, no matter your origin or identity.
Really? You never know when I might betray you and turn my sword on Dimitri, though. Not to mention this weird power I have. Can you seriously say you trust me with that in mind?
Your power is concerning, but it does not define you. I'm sure you would not so easily betray His Majesty or myself. But know that if you do, I will cut you down without hesitation. That's who I am. You must understand by now.
Weird way to tell me you trust me, but it's got Dedue written all over it. I'm honored.